Welcome, everybody, back to Doki Doki Literature Club. My name is Brotimus. Last time we presented our poems, and it was lovely, and it was... Boy, we learned the protagonist is just as sleazy as you really think he is. But we're going on now. I don't know what's going to happen in this episode. We're going to find out. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. It's okay, so we're time skipping, a couple days ahead now. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Brotimus.
Yo, Sayori. Yo, Sayori. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Ow. That's like a low-key burn.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No, thanks. No!
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that, all of a sudden?
No reason, really. Besides, she can make me pay for it. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill out on the desk. Only 2 small coins, I was going to say, which is nothing. She lets out a few dust bunnies and maybe some air. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. You crafty wench. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple, Watson. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So, either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Oh, that don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. I'm like, knowing what's coming, there's like this barrier that I hit every now and then where it's like, oh, that's right. This game isn't as innocent as it seems. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. We're in a room. There's only Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Brotimus to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy it we can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Well.
I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book.
I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
It's fun when you're just jabbing me repeatedly with a knife. The knife being her words.
There's no way you could think of that.
There's something I know. I know what you're going to tell me. I know what you're going to put down in the comments. I already know.
You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution.
Revolution. Ponyo loves... revolution?
Retribution.
That!
Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there?
Well, there'll be a little bit more inside of you if the protagonist has anything to say about it. A little something. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. She's like a kitten. Or a puppy who knows they're getting in trouble. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
I'm sorry? Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Pwap.
Yeah.
Oh, there's actually a slap sound. I'm on like a few seconds delay between my laptop, or what I'm playing on the laptop, the other laptop that I have my headset plugged in so I can hear the audio, so there's like a delay. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... A cookie!
A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I was gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
It's not hard to please this chick. Sayori hugs the cookie. She's just eat it, for fuck's sake. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going to... Oh boy, you're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
No. No, you have your own.
Jeez.
Bears can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Chocolate? Chocolate? Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Oh, jeez.
I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh! Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Fuck's sake. It's just whack jobs in this room, like he's 24/7. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. I mean, I don't know anything. I'm here for my own reasons.
That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. You dumb bitch. I feel like you could tack "you dumb bitch" onto the end of every single one of Natsuki's lines, and that's just in character. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has
I wouldn't be surprised.
she has a secret club that she goes to outside of this one?
My voice squeaked a little bit there.
She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Wow.
Excuse me?
Wow. Wow, way to drag yourself. Suddenly the door swings open and they just vanish into dust. They don't feel so good.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Oh, there you are. It's about fucking time.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. Please, look at Sayori. She's the one that asked. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't, really. I just kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
Oh, that's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. And totally not suspicious at all. I would also look forward to it.
Is that so?
In that case, maybe I will actually learn to play the piano.
I won't let you down, Brotimus.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Just, I want you to actually prove that you can play the piano.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. But you just said you... There's a lot of inconsistencies going on here, and it makes me uncomfortable. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really, no. I choose to leave us Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. It's a cookie! How long does it take to eat? Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet, deep within the bowels of the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Well, he'll give it to her. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Yeah. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Oh, oh man, that is far too true. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point, the first day I was here. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to be? Well, you have manga tattooed across your forehead. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Oh, I know that feel. I know that feel. Oh, man. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. I mean, ¿por qué no los dos? If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. I wasn't judging anything. I won't judge nothing. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. You dumb bitch. But I'll tell you one thing, Brodimus, you dumb bitch. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. Is it a maid manga? It's probably a maid manga. She shoves the books right into my hand. The book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly... moe. Don't just stand there. Oh, whoa! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. I'm gonna leave that one alone. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? But this is much more anime. You gotta sit on the thing. I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? Oh, I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. It's just this guy's a fucking pig. I feel bad giving him my name. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? No. No, he is not. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. That's not true. Fucking Miss Kobayashi's a phenomenal slice of life anime. Granted, there's a fantasy element in there. True, but it's awesome. I love that. Also, Recovery of an MMO Junkie. Perfect romance slice of life anime. I sound like a fucking loser right now, and I apologize. So, what should I expect from this? Is it gonna be like, Magical Girl Apocalypse? Just left turn? I actually haven't read that one. It's on my list. I don't actually go, I don't have a list. That list doesn't exist. I made that up. Is there going to be plot? Oh, there's plenty of plot. Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Oh, that's so. It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. That's a bad thing to say to someone. Or maybe it's not. Hey, wait, there it is. What's that supposed to mean? That's a stupid thing. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Oh, I've underestimated. It's gone. It left me. It fluttered away. I felt it leave my soul as I tried to say it. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah, she likes to bake. I like to bake too. I don't do it a lot. I bake basically twice a year, but I do enjoy baking. I enjoy cooking too, so. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Very true. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Also very true. Whoa, okay. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. Okay. Again, the oblivious protagonist, as much as it's a trope that's done to death, is really fucking funny in this circumstance. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. Does she not have any friends? I mean, I don't have any friends, but I feel bad for... Like, I'm fine with not having any friends. Which is like this weird... There's this weird... My noodle's all wonky, but it's like, I feel bad for people who want friends, but they like have a hard time making friends. I feel so bad. It makes me go like, oh. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Do it! Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward the other losers over time. Oh man, I don't feel comfortable having a game call me out like this. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, really, which part? I'm confused. One thing I like about this game is that it flows so naturally. It's like the interactions, the reactions, it doesn't feel weird for me to read it. It just flows very naturally, and like the thoughts I'm having coincide with the game. I don't know if that's deliberate. I don't know if it's just maybe I'm on the same wavelength as whoever created this game, but I love it. I love that it just flows. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Mono was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? No, I'm not, you dumb bitch. So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Ooh, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. This is a very sweet, touching moment. This is... Outside of all the gross, like the reason the protagonist is here to begin with, just so he can get some booty, it's like, this is a really sweet moment. Okay, everyone. Oh, man, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy, and it just makes me sad for what's to come in the future. What's, huh? Useless lang! Are you ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I was literally about to say, I guess we're done. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but I don't want to take it. Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Oh, man. Oh. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. It takes like 15 minutes to read a manga. That or I'm reading manga wrong. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. If it gets bent, you can get bent. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. Oh, and this is the volume. That's true. Those are some big fuckers. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? ¿Por qué no los dos? Alright then. I stand up, brush myself off, do a couple of these. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. The book into my bag. Okay, who should I show my poem to first? Let's just go down the line. Let's start with Sayori.
You got worse somehow. Ooh, I like this one, Brotimus. It has some nice feelings in it.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. No!
I don't know. Oh boy, that's almost worse.
I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know. You're really bad at this peer-to-peer thing.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's just why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
The different archetypes that each of these girls fit, I know it's deliberate. But it's like, I can't tell if Sayori... I don't know. There's just something off here. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me?
I mean, she was gonna be next.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, how about that? But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll keep it in mind.
Well, whatever. Weather.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. ¿Por qué no los dos? There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that is unexpectedly poetic. Did Natsuki slip you something in the cookie?
It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Brotimus. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Okay, bye!
Battles, bottles. Is that bottles? I can't read. For the title of the last episode, a little bit illiterate. That's never been truer than now. That was my mouse. There it is. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. What the ever-loving shitcracker did I just read? Holy fuck! Okay, so Sayori actually realizes that she's giving her bits of herself away too much? It's like what the protagonist just said about how like she needs to think about herself. She already did that for her poem? Did she even realize she did this? What the fuck did I just read? Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but... what the fuck? I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot.
Monica.
And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. It's frightening. That was terrifying.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. No, exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better.
So is she like... she's actually depressed, right? That's what this is? Like, sorry, she's depressed?
Writing is like magic.
You're getting really passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times? She'll drop it a week later, probably. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay. Let's go to Natsuki next. Natsuki reads my poem. Okay, focus, we're on Natsuki now. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Okay, wow! Is that a compliment? No, it's not! I mean, you know, Natsuki struggles to find the words she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I just got lucky with this one.
Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems as cute. I mean, well written. No, I mean...
Ah, so that's how it is. My poem is cute?
No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things.
Natsuki shoves my poem back towards me.
Reading it again, I decided it's not so great after all. It's too cute and Doki Doki. It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kinds of things.
For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through.
Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is.
They wrote novels. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Well, not as existentially frightening as Sayori's. This is just mean.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. So is Sayori's, dude.
Yesterday's is way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not. Oh, there wasn't a time skip. I'm realizing that now, because it's just like this is like the third day, maybe just a couple days. Okay. I'm with it now. I'm with it. I'm a little dumb in the old brain cavity. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem.
I guess is the message that like it doesn't matter what you're into if you're a good person outside of that.
if you're into something gross, I'm not gonna like you. Which I guess that kind of works. It's like, if I was friends with someone, I found out they were like a part of the KKK or something like that, I'd be like, well, cool, I'm not gonna associate with you anymore. Like, I'm not about that life. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies and analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Oh, I guess it could also be the thing where it's like, the person that she's writing about is just being petty. Because of the flip side of that. It's like, I guess there's like extremes to that, right? Like the whole KKK thing. Like, if I know someone's into that, I wouldn't want to be friends with them. But I guess if it's something harmless, like someone is a light bulb enthusiast, and it's like you don't like them because they like different types of light bulbs, and that's their thing, that makes you look real petty. Okay, I see both sides of the coin here. Okay, I'm with it. Whoops, I think I skipped one. Whoopsie doopsie.
That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure.
Oh, it's about Natsuki and her love of manga and cute things.
Something that you're afraid of. If people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you.
Again, the game calling me out.
But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. In most circumstances. Racism, sexism, things that are inherently counterintuitive to the survival of the human species. Homophobia is another one. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do my best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Believe it!
That's a Naruto thing, right? I didn't watch Naruto, nor did I read Naruto. Not my bag of tea.
Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's.
This is what I was looking forward to, because I didn't write this one for Yuri this time.
I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Brotimus. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps?
Well, I guess you could say that. Thinking with my downstairs head, not my upstairs head.
I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything.
Yuri! Huh? I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I'd probably just do a terrible job. You are way too smart for me.
I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind.
See into my mind!
It's a very intimate exercise.
I see, sure. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it.
Of course, that's why I'm here. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Okay. Oh my god, the raccoon! Nature's ninja. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread. Fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Okay, hang on, I'm working through it. I'm tasting it. Chew it. Spit. I don't know what this is about. Pavlovian, that's Pavlov's dogs and the ringing the bell and bringing the treat and yada yada yada. The same story we all know and love of classical conditioning. The classical conditioning? That's not the word for it. Did you kill the raccoon? That seems like the low-hanging fruit here, but I don't know, man.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Just for the room, could you explain what it's a metaphor for? What it's a metaphor? I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, totally. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Okay, what are these unusual hobbies? It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did?
Yeah, totally. That's 100% what she wrote about. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. I have to kill her. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? But please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry. I have no reason to. I'm not here to start shit.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself.
What is your weird hobby? I get that Natsuki's is like baking and manga, but baking's not that weird. Manga's a little, I guess, socially, socially weird, but it's not that weird. It's a comic book, but from Japan. Like, it's a Japanese comic book. Graphic novel, excuse me. But what is your weird hobby, Yuri? Tell me your secrets.
I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Okay. What's left is Monica. Hi again, Protimus. How's that writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. Or I'll take that's not. I thought she was taking my poem from me. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. I like it, Protimus. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Right. If you say so. Yep, I do. I certainly do. She's some sort of eldritch being, isn't she? By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? No, actually, I have not. Maybe a long time ago. No, I didn't. What? That was Where the Sidewalk Ends? He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, she wrote a fucking novel. This one's called Save Me. Wake me up inside. Wake me up. Wake me up inside. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Okay, we're off to a good start. Hang on, mouse, work with me. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? An endless poem of meaningless. Does that say load me? Can I do anything with this? Oh, I can drag the poem. Oh man, this would have made it so much easier. Okay. What does load me mean? Huh. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. What does load me mean? It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes you feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. I'm sorry? You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What? I'm sorry? That freaked me out a little bit there. This game is supposed to do that. And I know it's supposed to do that eventually. Okay, everyone. Oh, boy. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Oh no, festival time! We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. It's a couple of days, plenty of time. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. You dumb bitch. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I'm forcing you to do it anyway. I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, touching each other, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. You don't want to share that don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I am also a theater major, so this is like, I mean, what is going up and reading a poem in front of a couple dozen people? Nothing. Nothing. You have the script in front of you, man. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess we'll just have to get it over with.
All right.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, here's Wonderwall. Let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way!
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'll start out to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. Okay. Alright, this episode's gonna go a little bit longer. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Did we skip Natsuki? The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it. Or you can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed behind her head, inside her head, not behind her head, inside of it, inside that noggin of hers. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. Hey, it's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called...
My Meadow.
Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori?
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Brotimus liked it. I guess it's a good sign.
What does that even mean? What? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Now who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go for Brotimus. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Brotimus lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Wow. Thanks. Ow.
Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. We understand. We know. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. I hit that C really hard. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are y'all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
Boy, again, don't like this game calling me out like that.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, it's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? We'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait!
I can do this.
Alright. The future! Alright. I stand up. I've already referenced stick figures twice in this episode. I haven't watched stick figures in so... Fucking... Anyway, there's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. Maybe some bourbon. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Why do I want to impress... Where did that thought come from? Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep!
Look at you two, always going home together like that.
That's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. We're neighbors.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Brotimus, you don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I'd probably still walk home with Sayori. Like, we're friends. Like, I'm not gonna abandon a longtime childhood friend of mine for a girl. Like, who the hell do you think I am? What kind of man do you think I be, Sayori? Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Natsuki?
But she's so cute and fun to be around.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Brotimus. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sorry, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yeah, I mean, we're friends. I'm not just gonna drop everything because a girl wants to walk home, like someone else wants to walk home with me. That makes me a really shitty friend. Okay, so I want to go for Sayori this time. To try and do a poem that she would like. Since I did Yuri the first time, Natsuki the second time, let's try and do Sayori. I don't think I'm playing this game. I think you're supposed to pick a girl and like try and follow that route to the end. I'm not doing that. I'm kind of bouncing all over the place. I've already... The thing is, I've only done Yuri once. I've done Sayori once now, but I've done Natsuki twice. Like, things that make them happy and like me more, in theory, if that's how this game is going to go. I'm just going to go with Sayori. I made up my mind I wanted to try and do Sayori this time. Okay, so determination, existence, email, romance, poof, extreme, skipping, time, melody, graveyard. Okay, something bittersweet. She likes happy and sad. Natsuki likes romance things. Skipping? Damn it. Inferno, mouse, papa together, captive wrath, loud, breathe, like, okay, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save it. And if I fuck it up from now on, we'll go back. Okay, so Inferno, Mouse, Papa Together, Captive Wrath, Loud, Nightgown, Raindrops? Damn it. Skirt, Misfortune? Misfortune, Depression things, that's right. So Flee, Fickle, Jumpy, Valentine, Atone, Hopeless, Waterfall, Aura, Sadness, Vibrant. Hopeless or Sadness? Sadness. Yep, Sadness. Okay. Horror, Marshmallow, Rose, Crimson, Sweet Friends, Incapable, Hair, Judgment, Strawberry. Horror is going to be a Yuri one. Marshmallow is probably a Natsuki. Judgment, maybe? Judgment seems too complicated for Sayori, though. So does Incapable, though. Let's go with Judgment. No, it's a Yuri one. Damn it. So I'm one for Natsuki, 2 for Yuri, 2 for Sayori. Unstable, peaceful, variance, cheer, frightening, vivacious, vertigo, party, pain? Yeah, okay. Starscape, lust, jump, landscape, eternity, candy, calm, hurt. Okay, there we go. Flower, portrait, parfait, uncanny. Parfait would have been one for Natsuki, would have found that out. Uncanny, suicide? That's a Yuri one, damn it. Disaster, precious, joy, analysis, family, unending, entropy, cage, treasure, despise. Fuck. Climax, hope, philosophy, bouncy, childhood, shiny, playground, love, bouncy, explode, hope, bouncy? Damn it. Lipstick shaped depression. Giggle, hop, lollipop, fluffy bunny, promise, twirl, pout. Seems a little too cute. Fuck, shit. Piss. I'm gonna reload it. Okay, I have a pencil. I'm gonna keep track this time of who I have. So we have S-N-Y. Okay, okay. I'm gonna keep track this time. Childhood, bliss, fester, breathe, analysis. Oh boy, unstable. Crap. 1. Hurt. Well, that's 1. Oh, crap. Okay, I've gone back for the last time because I double clicked like 3 things at one time. So this is it. I'm gonna get it this time. Okay, forgive. Why am I double clicking? Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'll just go with it. Make sure I get all Sayoris. I got one for Noski too. Jumpy, Extraordinary Bavarian, Starscape. Oh boy, I don't know. Memories? Okay, yep, that's Sayori. Effulgent Kiss, Loud, Agonizing. That's a big word. That is a big word. Frightening. That's a Yuri one. Crepe. Peaceful, Disoriented, Treasure. Clumsy's one. Clumsy's a Sayori one. Hurt. There's Hurt again. Perfect. Beautiful. Grief is another one. Pout, Whistle, Whisper, Hop, Together, Hope, Tenacious, Massacre, Cheer. She likes happy and sad. Tragedy. Okay, all right. I got this one in the bag. I got this one in the little baggie. Okay, I got that one. I don't remember what that one was. Disaster. No, Disaster's too big. Suicide's one. Oh crap! I hit a Yuri one. Misery, Anger, Depression. Okay, all right, we got 10 for Sayori, so we're pretty good on Sayori at this point. Anxiety, Marshmallow, Rose. What's Rose? Oh, sorry, Rose for Sayori. Interesting. Okay. Fear. I'm trying to get all the Sayori ones. I'm not getting all the Sayori ones, but I'm getting as many as I can. What's Entropy? That's a big word. I was gonna say that's probably a Yuri one. Pain. Insight, Unrestrained, Giggle, Sparkle, Covet. Covet's a big word. Time? That's an anxiety thing, yeah. Despise, Embrace, Destiny, Dance, Blanket. Blanket? That's a Noski one. Vitality, Special, Graveyard, Whirlwind, Philosophy, Prayer. What's Prayer? Sayori. Okay. I'm just gonna save over that. I don't care. Don't care. Holy crapes. Okay, that's another episode. We got a glimpse into something today. Hot damn. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I know some things about this game. I know some things moving forward. There are some things I still don't know. So these things that are like blindsiding me, it's just me going like, I'm sorry. That's just going to be my reaction to these types of things. But that's an episode, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, make sure you click the like button down below. Just lets me know that you guys are enjoying the series and how it's going so far. Subscribe. New video every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Share it with your friends. Again, show them. We're getting into some weird territory now with Monica's poem, with like that load me thing, and then her whole thing about saving the game, which is just a meta thing. So like maybe Monica knows this is a game. She's some sort of omniscient entity at this point, or has she some sort of omniscience to her? Omnisciousness ability? I don't know. But share with your friends. Show them that it's starting to get a little weird at this point. And comment. Let me know what you guys think about what we're seeing so far, because I think we're going to start getting some really weird shit in the near future. But thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Later.